in West Virginia. Charles, you're on Free Talk Live.
Hey, guys.
Hey, what's on your mind tonight?
Well, a couple things. First off, I'm going to have to admonish you and Mark for the poor way you treated poor old lawnmower man. You wouldn't let him talk about Japan.
Again.
You only gave him about a half an hour to make a point. He can get to the point, but that's not the point.
And he's so abused.
Yes, yes.
Do you want to talk to him? He's on hold, Charles.
No, please, no. You're not going to put him on, are you?
No, not right now. Hey, I'm gonna put everyone else on hold before Lawnmower Man.
Well, that's not as a punishment. That's because new people calling are, they get priority on Free Talk Live.
Yeah, chronic callers are taken last on Free Talk Live. Go ahead.
Everybody listening probably thanks you.
Well, you'd be surprised, Charles. You know, you can't please everybody.
He's got fans, I'll tell you.
I don't know why Charles just got put on hold. I apologize. I didn't mean to do that. Charles, I'm going to bring him back here. Yeah, you'd be surprised. I mean, yes, the Lawnmower Man character, a.k.a. James, is, he's very unpopular, but at the same time, some people really get a kick out of his calls, and they enjoy them. So you never know what people are going to think about that stuff. But I appreciate the feedback. What else did you want to talk about?
Oh, a couple of things about co-ed or the bathroom situation. I kind of agree with Mark on that.
All right, well, now we're going back in time here a little bit. We got to recap. Mark, you remember what he's talking about, the bathroom thing, co-ed
Sure,
bathroom?
This is the idea of creating nothing but these unisex bathrooms. So that
colleges are doing it.
Some colleges are doing it, and they have done it. I think, fine and dandy if you want to create a unisex bathroom where people can go in. That doesn't matter to me. But I think that you should at the very least, retain the women's room, because I just don't think I can. I'm not ready for the world where men and women can be in the same bathroom.
Well, I was kind of indoctrinated into that several years ago when I was a very much younger man. This kind of works into you, advertising survival school. I went to a survival school when I was right out of high school. The government paid my way and everything. They sent me to a nice place in Southeast Asia. And they put us through some pretty rigorous times, but one of the times we got to go on what they called a stand down and go into this little hamlet, and I had to relieve myself, and there was a room there that served as a bathroom. So I went and sat down, and to my amazement, this ancient lady came in and sat down beside me and released a bombardment of gas that was worse than anything that they'd dropped on us so far.
Wait a minute. So you weren't talking about a suicide bomber. You're actually talking about somebody with methane gas.
Oh, yes. It was pure methane.
Okay.
And,
not mustard gas.
Kind of fish-flavored methane.
It's not mustard gas, but it did make his eyes tear.
Oh, it brought tears to my eyes, believe me.
Good call, Charles. Anything else you want to share?
Well, then she let go with a bombardment of the day before's fish and rice. And, and then she got up, and I found a gentleman. He offered her my toilet paper, and she looked at me like I was a fool, took her hand, wiped herself, and slung it and walked out. So after a while, I walked out. And later on, they sent us up to a little place called Quezon for our, for New Year's. A New Year's party.
I'm really sorry you had to go there.
Well, it wasn't our New Year's. It was the Tet New Year, the Lunar New Year. And they came down called the Tet Offensive. And we survived that.
I'm glad you did.
They sent 45,000 down to greet us from all the north, and we survived that.
Charles, thanks for telling the story tonight, man. I appreciate hearing from you. It's probably the grossest call of the year thus far. Thank you. Now, the question, of course, is, Charles was upset about Lawnmower Man's call or some of his calls, but given the gross-out factor of Charles's call, would more people be upset about his call and its content than the lawnmower?
No,
I'm more upset that the government had to send him to Vietnam.
Yeah, that's terrible.
The man danced the line. He danced it well. He was humorous
descriptive
all the way. I gotta say,
it
no.
didn't cross any lines. I mean, it definitely didn't cross any lines. It wasn't something we had.
He was
to censor.
polite.
But it was also very, very descriptive in a very gross manner. The bathroom story was pretty horrifying.
Free Talk Live, 7 nights a week from 7 to 10 Eastern, live on the Liberty Radio Network at LRN.FM.